go. Yo, yo.
Yo. Peace. Y'all give us Lightwalkers Wednesday night. Y'all give us a hit on the comments if you can hear us good. Peace. Y'all give us if you can hear us good, give us a hit on the comments because we're working without our board tonight. Got a little technical difficulties. We're kind of late tonight. A little technical difficulties, so we getting it right. Like I said, it's a work in progress. So y'all give us notification if you can hear us. You can hear us good. It's coming through good. Give us a thumbs up if it's coming good. Somebody let us know how we sound. Hey, son. How you doing, son? Okay. Hey, man. Lightwalkers Wednesday night. It's been a trialing week for me. Weekend for me. Trialing weekend.
Weather and all.
Real trialing, man.
Stormy weather, brother.
Man, the weather was something else. Can y'all hear us? Somebody give us a thumbs up if y'all can hear us.
I heard us on the phone. I think it's safe to say, but let's just.
You think we good?
I heard it coming through here sounding clear.
Okay, you sounding clear, Carl. I can't hear shit.
Yeah,
I can't hear shit.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, man, it's been a trialing week for us this week, man. A lot of mysterious things going on. I'm gonna talk about some of that tonight too. I'm gonna kind of base the show on something like that tonight, on our spirituality. We're gonna go a little bit deeper into that tonight. But first, it's brought to you by Ancient Mystics All Natural Products, Lord Cassius D, my brother Chris Lyons. And we take note production, so get your notebook. I always take you some notes, do the information. And like I said, we like to say things on this platform, but we can't tell you everything because they be flagging and doing all kind of stuff on the platform. So
and we apologize for the people who've been flagged in the comments the last few weeks. You understand? I know y'all ain't been saying nothing harmful, you know?
Yeah, they've been flagged and they trying to stop progression. They gonna flag us. You know, they try to stop a little progression, but we ain't gonna let it stop us. We're gonna keep moving, and we're gonna get better and better at it
every day.
So, what we doing tonight?
Man, you already know how we like to start.
All right, well, let's go right into it. Let's not waste no time. Let's go on to the sun.
Let's get into our lesson, man. You know, every week we like to cover the wonderful sun up in the sky, man. This wonderful sun presentation, one of a kind. There's nothing else like this out there, man. So y'all make sure to tune in on Wednesdays, man, to catch this sun presentation right at the beginning of the podcast. You know, we always come in with something righteous, man, something to open up your minds, man.
We might talk up a little louder tonight. I feel funny without the headphones.
I know, kind of.
I feel funny without our board tonight.
You know what I mean?
We got to talk a little louder.
We got
tonight.
Some thumbs up though, man. So we
okay, y'all can hear us good. Go ahead now. Let's get down.
Most definitely, man. So yeah, we traveling out into the cosmos, man, somewhere between the Earth and the Sun, and traveling to the LASCO C2 and C3 satellites, which monitor the Sun somewhere in between Earth and the Sun. You know what I mean? And we like to view the Sun through different filters, man, through different lenses that are on these particular satellites that are orbiting out there, facing the Earth-facing side of the Sun. There is some on the backside, but we'll get into that maybe in a future date. We just like to come here direct and up front, you know. So we're looking at the Sun right now, man, and you know, as you know, we always like to monitor it every day or every week now because you know we're starting to climb into to what we know as solar cycle 25.
Solar cycle 25. I didn't even feel funny saying that without the mic. It feels funny saying that without the board. Solar cycle 25.
You know what I mean? Let me just make sure I'm sharing it, man. Let me jump in. You see? Got us a little bit discombobulated, man. You know what I mean? So let me bring you back, man.
We're having a little Mercury retrograde going on inside the studio tonight.
Straight up. It's crazy right here, man. So check it out, man. We're traveling back out to the LASCO C2 and C3 satellites to monitor the Earth-facing side of the Sun. And we love to monitor this every week because we're climbing into the upper echelons of what we know as solar cycle 25. You know what I mean? And this is starting to become a very active time for the Sun, the most active in at least the history of tracking the Sun. You know what I mean? Monitoring the Sun in its active regions, its solar flares, its disrupted parts of plasma brewing up on the Sun, you know? So check it out, man. We jump into the Sun right here, and this week has been a pretty slow week as far as activity on the Sun. We do see a lot of active regions. You know, we see a lot of you know, these little solar discharges from the Sun, not solar flares. You know, it's been a very minuscule week when it comes to that. We haven't had any M-class flares, you know, and we're just coming past the solar eclipse that happened this past Saturday, you know. And that solar eclipse, I figured would, maybe line up with a little more heightened activity on the sun, but it tended to prove me wrong here. So that's why we like to monitor every single week, man. You know what I mean?
He can't hear you. Got to talk up.
Can you hear me, man? Just make sure that we locked and loaded, man. Yeah, we on there good, man. We on there good. Uh-oh, lost the sound.
We lost that sound.
Yeah, let me see. Yo.
One, two. Yo.
We should be back there. Okay, we can hear you loud and clear now. All right. So let's just jump back to where we started. We're monitoring the sun, and it's been a pretty slow week for the sun. We haven't had many active regions and stuff like that. And if we're looking at the sun right here on our map, up here at the 10 or 11 o'clock position, we see an active region right there. We're going to jump into another map that shows the solar winds that wind up coming in contact with Earth, So, like I said, we haven't had anything directly facing us, but nonetheless, there's some active regions out here on the left side in the sun, and down here, the 7 o'clock position, even over here on the right side of the position. So we can anticipate a lot more active regions coming on the back side of the sun, and in the days to come, maybe some more activity, some more sunspots coming around on the sun. So, it's been a pretty slow week, man. So, not really too much to bring, but the beauty of checking out these particular satellites, man. You know what I mean? Really give us a in-depth look at the sun. I guess something we could jump into real quick is what is a CME? We spoke about this in years past, and we're all good, man. We spoke about this in weeks past. The sun is discharging these discombobulated particles. It's like a cooler region on the sun, and when it becomes unstable, think of it like a volcanic eruption. It just explodes from the sun and shoots out at over 1 million miles per hour. You know what I mean? And this is full of a lot of different elements or particles, and when they hit the Earth, they start to interact with the ionosphere, and when they interact with the ionosphere, they cause a lot of different things, like we know as solar flares, auroras. We see the aurora borealis up here in the northern latitudes, and that becomes pretty interesting because these things interact with Mother Nature, they interact with us, and it causes a lot of changes within us on subtle levels, in our mental, in our brains, in our emotions, in our endocrine system, in our circadian rhythm. When all these things change up, they add to the little effects of our mood changes and how we think. And I mean, we're living in such an oppressed state nowadays, with all this frequency and such being pressed upon us, and all these radio towers, and it's just a cluster of frequencies, and this is just having a profound effect on us and the rest of the planet as well. So we just got to be mindful of how we maneuver out here. That's why we monitor the sun every day, and we got to have an understanding of how we are connected with these different cosmic beings or cosmic alignments, and these cosmic events that we've been seeing going on. We got Halley's Comet getting ready to come past the Earth, and a lot of meteor showers are going to start going on, the Orionid meteor shower. So it's going to be a pretty busy week for the cosmos as we come up here. So let's jump off the sun here, man. And give thanks for tuning in, because every Wednesday it's always bound to be something going on with the sun. Always something to learn when it comes to it, man. Very interesting. So we're gonna jump over here to the Enlil Solar Wind Prediction Center right here, man. And this is going to give us an interactive time lapse of the solar winds coming off of the sun. And as we noticed at that 10 o'clock position, when we looked at the LASCO satellites, we've seen that ejection, that solar flare that came off on the left side of the sun. And we see it here on the map, coming off to the bottom right-hand side about the 5 o'clock position. And if we look at the map, we see Earth, which is the green dot located right here about the 3 o'clock position. And when that solar wind comes off the Earth, as it continues to rotate, boom, we see that ejection right there. And she's coming off, and she's going to start to whip all of the 3 planets right here: Mercury, Venus, and the Earth. And we've seen even the spike over here in the data meter right here too, with the amount of plasma that was discharged, and when it reached Earth, how it had the effect. We've seen a shift in a particular plasma density in the atmosphere. So, nonetheless, just another in-depth look of these particular solar flares and how they interact with the planets around us, man. You know what I mean? It's very interesting times, man, and we're just going to continue to monitor every week when it comes to the sun, man. Very interesting stuff. All right, man. So we're going to jump off the sun here real quick, and we're going to jump into a new interactive map right here. And y'all see the website up here. This is something that y'all can take home and check out yourself, man, and get a little more in-depth look of how things may have looked, millions of years ago. This is called dinosaurpictures.org/ancient Earth. And right now we're just looking at the Earth right here. This is a simulation of it, and we're looking at it in present day. and we're gonna zoom in here to roughly 20 million years. Okay, that'll be the first Neocene period. This is when mammals and birds continue to evolve into modern forms, and supposedly, if you believe in the theory of evolution, this is when early hominids started to come out of Africa, started to migrate, and populate the rest of the globe per se. Like I said, we're just here to bring you information, man. Some things we get down with, some things we just bring the information, man. You know what I mean? So something to take and utilize for yourself to further the knowledge. And we could see, like when the first shells started to appear on Earth, how it looked in the early Cambrian period. So let's take a closer look, man. Let's zoom in here a little bit, and we start to see how the Earth looked way back then, 540 million years ago, when the first shells started to appear. It really looks nothing like we know. It's almost hard to tell what is north, south. Where the particular continents were that we're living on were back then. So interesting, man. Look,
you could see where all that was one piece too at one time.
Up, all together, man.
You could see where it was one mass of land.
Okay, and here's where Gary, Indiana supposedly used to be, this red dot. This is where we at right now, our home base, man. You know what I mean? Hovering right over in the Lightwalker ship, man. And you see that right here. It looks crazy to think about, man. We zoom in, man. Look what Gary, Indiana was like, man. Down there underwater, some crazy landmass. Looked like barely any foliage out there, no trees and such, very barren. Jump around, man. We'll jump in, 240 million years here. Back to Gary, Indiana. Look how things have changed in the course of the millions of years. You know what I mean? This is the Triassic period right here. When oxygen levels were significantly lower, and a lot of and this was due to a lot of extinction from a lot of plants and such. Maybe because the atmosphere was really hot, and underdeveloped, and corals went extinct, and this is when like the reformation of the coral reef started to happen as well. So. Like I said, man. Oh, and then Pangea. This is like Pangea, the supercontinent that everybody talks about. So this one, Pangea, man. So interesting.
When
stuff.
The Earth was almost one mass of land.
Look at that, man. Everything's damn near connected.
You could walk across it.
Straight up.
Just like the ancient ancestors, many of them walked across the Earth.
Traveling, man.
They didn't travel the sea. Sea travel came later.
Straight up.
It was a walking journey.
Real talk,
it was one mass of land. That's deep.
It's tripped out, man. Yeah, so nonetheless, man, we'll leave that website for y'all to check out and, get a little more interactive here. dinosaurpictures.org/ancient earth. You know what I mean? Put you on some serious knowledge here. All right, man, we're going to jump over real quick and, monitor the wildfire smoke that we've been seeing coming around. We've been seeing a lot of, orangish skies in the rise in the morning times. I've been seeing it like that, a lot of orange in the skies and such, and that's probably because of this wildfire smoke being concentrated down here in the east and the south and being blown back up. We see the wind directions, right here blowing up toward the Great Lakes region, coming out of the south, and that's why we got this warmer weather right here in the Midwest. You know what I mean? We have a 60, 65, 66 degree day today. And this is abnormally warm for this time of year, but it's fall, like I said.
What they call Indian summer.
Straight up, man. We always talk about how the temperature be different in the springtime, like a 60 in the spring compared to a 60 in the fall.
Yeah.
Atmosphere totally changed up, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, we monitoring the wildfire smoke every week as these fires continue to burn up in the Canada regions, man, right above Ontario. Right up there in the upper echelons of New York. We see that concentration right here where my mouse cursor is, with all this wildfire smoke billowing up, and being spread all across the continent over here. It's probably having an effect on a global scale as it gets sucked up into the jet stream, and gets transferred around the rest of the world, getting caught up in the trade winds, causing different weather phenomena in other places in the world. We only monitor in, the United States here. The rest of the world is still got a lot to reap as well, So yeah, man. Over the next couple of days, we'll probably expect some more wildfire smoke to come in. And I don't know, what do you think, man? As we go into the winter months,
I think it's something in that smoke. I'm gonna keep my hunches going. I think it's something in that smoke. I don't think them fires are burning for nothing.
True.
I think Mother Nature got part to do with it, with the wind and keeping it going. But Mother Nature has a weird way of doing things to change people. So, I think along with the hot weather system that they have and different things, there's something in that. I like to say that, y'all. I know this sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's something in that.
Don't put it past
So
you, man.
everybody get ready. Get your immune system ready. Get your lungs ready. Practice your herbs. Protect yourself if you have any breathing disorders or anything like that. Protect yourself when you go outside because I think it's something in that smoke.
Yeah, man.
That's me.
You know what they say, man. Once you eliminate all the evidence that could possibly be the truth, what's left is the truth, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's a combination of a lot of things, man. We got to be very mindful as these years progress here because we enter in some treacherous times, man. Weather-wise, planet-wise, you know.
People-wise.
People-wise, yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
No, serious out here, man. Everything is connected, man. And that's why we bring you this type of information to allow y'all to see through a different perspective. You know what I mean? Let's jump over here, man. We'll just check out, a little more interactive map right here. I guess it's a more colorful map, so it's showing all the weather and such that's going on the planet Earth. We look up here, we got like this land hurricane that just came billowing through the Midwest. You know, we just had all this rain come in for about 5 days straight, battling the rain out there at the Green Party. You know?
Oh yeah. We worked on it. We worked on it.
Yeah, man, it came through
well. It worked on us too, but we worked on it.
Straight up, man. Got to adapt to the elements, man. So yeah, we got that big wave of rain that's coming across the Midwest here, turning up again, and she's going to continue to move out to the east. We got a big old hurricane or tropical storm Norma forming up here in the Pacific, down by like Tijuana and Baja Peninsula of California. So a lot of wet weather to come here in the next couple of days. So everybody from coast to coast, be ready for it, man. If y'all are outside, man, collect the rainwater, man.
Well. All right.
Yeah, man, I think, let me see. Oh, yeah, we just had a solar eclipse, man, so I was looking for some pictures earlier that some people took, but I couldn't try to pull them up. I wasn't able to pull them up. So if y'all seen the solar eclipse, man, post some pictures and such, man. If y'all took some photos or some video, because it's very interesting, man, happening at about 9 o'clock in the morning, our time. So the last feature we're going to jump into real quick, man, is just one more interactive map that y'all can search. It's called stellarium-web.org. And this is just a pretty interactive star map right here, and we can bring up, the different constellations, so that if y'all are not in tune on how to structure them with your eyes, it'll give you a more graphic picture here. And we see facing the north, where we at in Gary, Indiana. We could see all these constellations up in the night sky at this moment in time. So this is down to the second, and y'all make sure to check this particular piece out, man, because it's a lot of interesting features on here for y'all to check out and get more in tune with the celestial, And we got some, like I said, we're coming into the Orionid meteor shower. I think it should be coming out of, if you look to the east in the nighttime, you'll be able to see it, or early morning hours. You'll be able to see all the shooting stars and such, man. So y'all make sure to check it out, man. We got the Orionid meteor shower coming in here, man, this weekend as Halley's Comet comes through. All right, man. I mean, we could always dive deeper every week, man. You know what I mean? We could dive deeper every week, man, and take them on a ride to the solar, man. You know how it goes. Yeah, serious thing. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Lightwalkers tonight, y'all. It's Lightwalker night tonight. Today I wanna deal a little something different today. I want to deal with spirituality today. And this is just for all my Lightwalkers, those that tune in. Like I said, this show is not for everybody. Everybody don't get it. Everybody ain't part of it. Just like in your life, everybody don't get it and everybody ain't part of it. Some of us recognize our spirituality and who we are. And we let a lot of people play in our circle, thinking they like us and they not. And we've come to a day where you're going to choose a side, good or evil. You're going to choose a side. There's not no in between. Your in between looks real horrible, and it sits horrible, and everybody can see your in between. So you got to choose a side now. What side are you on? The good side or the dark side of yourself? The light side or the dark side? Because we're in a world like that now, with the music looking like it looks. Everything is the lie is the truth, and the truth is the lie now. Haven't you noticed that? The lie is the truth, and the truth is the lie. Everybody glorifies the lie. If you speak the truth, then you're a bad person. You the bad person if you tell the truth. If you tell the truth, that's like talking to people. If you talk to people and you tell them the truth about themselves, then you done said something bad about them. You done did something bad. They always find an excuse. You said it to me, especially with me. I'm going to deal with me. A lot of people come in my circle and they want to be in my circle, but they always find a reason to duck out my circle. They'll say stuff like, I don't like the way Cash talked to me. And everybody know, he mean. He said this to me. I ain't said nothing to you. I told you the truth about things. And I'm spiritual. And I don't do things that are not in the spirit. I just don't do that. I wouldn't be a light walker if I did that. I chose the side that I'm going to be on. It ain't popular all the time. And I ain't going to be popular to you all the time. But I'm going to bring truth and light to you. That's the game. Truth and light. All right? Many people come and they walk with false intentions. You know, they just because they mask behind some religions or some kooky spiritual thing that they done created, and they think about it and made it up, and they think that's real spirituality until they meet somebody that actually walks in it. I live a very peaceful life, and I try to keep peace in my life. But I stay in tune with what's going on in the world. A lot of us get ducked out of the world and pulled away from it, and we become loners because we see what's happening outside. We see the wars that's going on. We see even that migrant situation that's going on. Now, I ask the question, many people look at the migrant thing and say, these people coming over, they sleeping all on the streets and cluttering up everything. I asked another question. Why are they coming here? What are they running from in them countries? And why are they coming here by the thousands? Now, they always been coming in the country, but why are they coming by the thousands? What is happening that's making people leave those countries by the thousands? I'm talking about the thousands. Not by the hundreds, by the thousands. The world is in turmoil. And we have to watch what's going on. We have to pay close attention. And we have to pay close attention to the people that are around us too. A lot of wolves in sheep clothing. I'm going to say that again. A lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. A lot of fake ones coming. And we have to, as light walkers, we have to keep our light. We have to keep conscious to things. I got all kind of people that be mad at me, man. They be mad at me because I won't help you with a record deal. I'm not, because I don't believe in that no more. I don't acknowledge that music anymore. And if we can't do nothing new, I'm not doing it. If we can't do nothing to change it, I'm not going to do it. A lot of people mad at me because I won't do what they do or say what they want me to say or act like they want me to act like them. I'm not going to give you my energy like that. I got to keep my energy for the fight. I got to keep my energy for the information. I got to keep my energy for the light walkers, those that walk in the light. Our spirituality is very important. Like I said, when we show you the maps and we show you that wildfire smoke, I'm looking at the smoke different than everybody look at it. I'm looking at the smoke like there's something in that smoke. It hasn't been revealed to us on our bodies yet, but I think it's something in that smoke. We're eating phony food. I'm talking about all kinds of things. I even go for my vegan people, my vegetarians. A lot of the vegetables we eat ain't real unless you grow it, unless you know where it came from. You taste the egg from the store versus the egg from the hen house. It's a whole different thing. You taste a cabbage from your garden versus a cabbage from Walmart. That's a whole different thing. We're in a world like this now, so we got to pay attention to the world. We got to pay attention to these things, how we digest it, what we're looking at. We see images on TV that sell us a concept, and we call it culture. What kind of culture? Oh, that's hip-hop culture. No, that's not hip-hop culture. No. It's streets. And we take this and we adapt this in our lives. Now, some of us are older, so we kind of can see and pick out the pieces that we want. But what about the younger children that's watching it? Your children and your nieces and nephews and sons and daughters and students that you teach, for those that teach schools and different things like that and institutions. What are they perceiving? And in 10 years, watching all this and absorbing all this darkness, what are they going to produce out of that? And what kind of children are they going to have? This is what's really important, not just you, your generations that come behind you. And it's our job to do something, to be aware. Living is to be aware. To be alive is to be aware. And we must be aware of what's going on. There are so many dark people in the world that pose as light walkers. There are dark forces that go against those things that we consider to be righteous. And it is our commitment and duty to fight against that by all costs. But I'm going to tell you, all of us that take up arms against this, spiritual arms, mental arms, some of us are going to be taking up physical arms in a minute against it. We are going to become the outcasts. We are going to be the ones that are considered wrong. We're going to be the ones that are considered evil. People always tell me, they say, Cash, you over there doing voodoo. Because I got a garden and I do herbs. And I pour libations, so I'm doing voodoo. You know what my response is? I'm doing me do. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing what's right for me. I'm doing what my heart says, what my spirit says. I pay homage to those that walk before me because it's the right thing to do. Many of us block our spirit and try to join these people out here and be part of the madness. We want to play in the square instead of evolving in the cipher. I'm going to say that again. We rather play in the square, the box, instead of evolving in the cipher, the circle. The circle represents the 360. The square gets cut off in corners. And in them corners lies shadows in the dark. And we have to be careful of that. For those that know what I'm talking about, you know. What you thinking, Dougal?
Yeah, that's
talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna be quiet for about 35 seconds. Let you go.
Yeah, everything is evolving around us. You know, technology. You know, I mean, it's like a particular percentage of people that's evolving. You know, and then there's this big percentage of us that's in a state of stagnation. Everybody's doing music the same. All the movies, they ain't got no creativity to it. The show ain't got no creativity to it. Everything is stuck in a paradigm, man. And they can't break out. So the world is looking for something new to break out, man. The people of the world are looking for something to leech on to, man, to carry them into like a state of evolution, into the next phase. But it's up to people like us, man. We have to become more innovative, man. You know what I mean? And this is why it's important that we break this down every week, man, so that we each one teach one, man. It becomes the domino effect. 2 gets 4, 4 gets 8, all the way to, till we reach as many as we can reach, because we can't save everybody, man. Some people are a little too far gone, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because what kills me is everybody think that spirituality is a religion.
Oh, yeah, man.
Everybody want to grab the Quran and the Bible and the Hebrew text and this, that, and the other and wear a kufi on their head. Yeah. And I call it Islam. Not Islam.
This is what colonialism has done to the people, man. You know what I mean?
Really screwballed us.
As we've been colonized, man, we've been taken away from the roots, and we've been oppressed with this monotheistic image, man. Instead of looking for thyself. A lot of African spirituality, they don't believe in reincarnation or going to heaven. They believe in a life continuum, man. The life cycle continues. And so we're just so indoctrinated and stuck in that one way, man. It's such an oppression. It's modern day slavery.
Well, I always ask the question to people that always talking about they trying to get to heaven. Has anybody ever came and told you what heaven was? Has anybody ever came back and said, man, what's going on up there?
in the scriptures it says the heavens, you know, maybe like I said, a lot of things are allegorical, man, and we get so caught up in the literacy of it, man. Everything we take so literal, you know, but everything is allegorical, you know. Things we're talking before all of this God concept came into play, everybody was, you know, in tune with the cosmos, man. You know what I mean? It's like the cosmic history has been translated into all these different scriptures, and it's just been hidden in an allegory. That's why they always say, you know, read between the lines when you're reading these things. You know, don't take it for what it's saying, because it's, you know, everybody's thinking it's happening in the physical, man. They're talking about something that's hidden in an allegory.
And when they get into these religions, in the name of God, they kill it.
Yeah.
In the name of God, they selling drugs.
Exactly, man.
In the name of God, they lying.
Straight up, man.
In the name of God, they cheating. In the name of God, they just false. And they say, beware the false prophet. There be false prophet being the people. It being the people. And so many of us fall prey to this all the time. So many of us fall prey to this.
The power lies within, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. George Clinton had said it in the record. He said, free your mind and your ass will follow. The kingdom of heaven is within.
It's within, man. Come on now. You know, we got to have
the heavenly kingdom is in your temple.
Yeah.
You the temple. And if you don't produce the heaven inside of you that give you that glow on the outside of you, then you don't know what heaven is.
You understand?
Many of us look like we're in heaven. We wear a costume. We wear a fancy hat, a robe, some sandals, and chew on a chew stick and some beads in our hand, and we think that we are God or we some high priest or something, and we have never practiced anything. At night we cry. At night we sad. Even when they got the costume on, they talking to you like they all of this, but in the inside they're rotten to the core. And this is throughout our community. You see, we can't fight. We can't fight the spiritual war because we're too busy stuck in a religious dogma. And that goes for all the 4 religions that pimp the world. Yeah, there are 4 of them.
Abraham,
Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and Hinduism. They pimp the world.
Straight up, man.
And in each one of these places where these religions evolve and stay and grow and foundation themselves in, look at the sadness, sickness, and the madness that goes on in the communities there.
Straight up. You know, I was watching our brethren on Unpopular Opinion.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm like, so
shout out to Unpopular Opinion. That's a good one there. That's a good one.
Yeah, man. Tata was saying that the difference between religion and spirituality is that religion is you go to hell, and spirituality is that you've already been to hell and back, man. You know what I mean? Because in the sense we don't understand the concept of going to a hell. You know, you were just making a point to say that we're living in all these perilous times and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? So hell seems to be like a concept that was just brought upon people, you know, a fictional place, man, a fictional works of colonization.
And people, they don't understand that hell is in you. Hell is in your heart. Hell is in your thinking. Hellenistics. We're in the Hellenistic age. We're in the age of the corrupt thought. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, brother.
Is that safe to say, Lightwalkers? We are in the age of the corrupted thought.
Yeah, man, serious.
Or the Hellenistic thought.
It is, man.
I have many people. I have to go to myself. The most example you ever could make when you do this is the testimony of yourself. I have many people that come around me. I don't know what y'all want from me, because I'm going to be Lord Cassius D. I'm going to praise Jah. I'm going to love nature. And I'm going to do the right thing. And they get mad at me about it. And they find an excuse why they mad at me. And they know that they messed up. They just can't, they don't have an ego trip. And they don't have the real ego. There are two egos. There's the higher ego and the lower ego. A lot of us operate in the lowest form of our ego. So we can't come back up into the higher ego to make you proud to be who you are and acknowledge your faults. Nobody wants leadership. Nobody wants to lead. We all say we all the leaders. We all ain't the leaders. Because if everybody lead, everybody going to walk in a different direction and we ain't going nowhere. Our purity is what makes us. Some of us, we want to be married to people and we step out on them. We fool around on them. We mess around on them, but we say we love them and we have a bond with them. But yet we stepping out. We at the strip clubs and we messing with the OnlyFans and all this other crap. And we play this game like we somebody special or somebody spiritual. This is hell inside of yourself. And then you bring this home to your family. Not just some of us bring them diseases home, but those that don't bring the physical diseases or illnesses home, they bring home that ill spirit. Spirits have a way of attaching themselves to you when your mind is at a low state. When you're in a low state of mind, all kind of spirits attached to you. Some of us are just caught up in that. Look at the time we in, man. I was watching something on the web, and they were justifying this. It's all a distraction, but they were just justifying the little rap women, the little rap girls. Something they can do, that this is what it is. Y'all don't see what they doing. They're not selling that to no grown women, no. Even though a bunch of 20-something, some 30, and God help the 40s and 50s that's buying into it. But it's them younger children, them 15, 12, 10-year-olds that are watching this and that are adapting this spirit. All this is a spirit being digested in your psychic through television, the telecommunications, through your visions, in your mind, embedded. The Christian boy always holler about the mark of the beast, and he said it's going to be written in your forehead. That's in your mind.
In your mind, man.
That's in your mind. It's going to be written. We want to play on both sides of the fence, and it don't work. It just don't work. It don't work. We have to be close, in tune with nature, so that we can hear our bodies. And when you hear your body, you can hear your mind and your heart. And your temple becomes complete. Mind, body, and spirit is the kingdom of the Most High in you. Seek that in you. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. And you got to stand on your principles. Don't let nobody take you off of that because they having a shit fit, because they don't get their way, because they want you to act the way they act. I have people trying to lead me into arguments and wars. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to argue with no idiot. An idiot, a fool. Two fools arguing is a sad world. Just two fools. I ain't say a whole 1,000, 2,000. Two fools arguing in the world, making a sad world. I'm not going to cater to none of that. You come around me, cash don't cater to that. That go for the women too. I ain't got time for that. You can't make me nothing. What you can do is you can bring your great mind, your great spirit, your loving heart, and we can gel it together and make more love in that light for the world. Other than that, you got nothing for me. And for all my brothers, you come to challenge me. I don't want to, you can't challenge me. You can't. I ain't say you can't beat me because you can't do that at all. But you can't challenge me. You're supposed to join me with your ideals. My ideals and your ideals in a pure light make the world bright. That's why we call the Lightwalkers. I've given up on a lot of things, brethren. I bag back from a lot of things and a lot of people. I'm closing my ranks in my circle. People showing me every day different things that make me stop messing with them. And it's coming a time, and I know a lot of y'all that's watching me and hearing me, you're practicing the same thing. You notice your circle is getting shorter and shorter. People are revealing themselves to you who they really are. And when you see who a person really is and you see this, and it's dark, move away from it. Don't keep trying to convince it. Don't keep trying to, come on. You got to lose faith in that and move away from it. I don't care if it's a relationship with somebody that you think you love. It's not for you. Why are you standing and you're miserable? Why are you standing there arguing with a fool? You don't have to. And this is what you see in the world. This is that algorithm. Is that a good word?
Yeah.
Is that a good word, y'all?
Hey, we're living in a technical world now, man. That's a perfect word for it.
Wow. Do you experience this too? Because I get this all the time, man. I became immune to it. I got me a shot. I'm immune to dumb shit. I'm immune to it. You see, I don't even get an argument no more. I don't even get a fight no more like that. I save all that for planting me some seeds. This is important in this time. Talk to me, Lightwalkers. Talk to me. The youth of program. Who is that? That's Jody. What up, Jody? What up, Isaac Q? I saw my son up there. What up, King K? Miss Jessica. Yeah, Jody, you said the children of program. Yeah, they are. They are, and they get, and it's a program that we looking at, but we ain't seeing. We act like we don't see it. Most adults act like we don't see it. Some of us even join it. We want to act like we this, that, and the other. We want to be street. If it ain't from the streets, I gotta have a street mentality.
That's dangerous, man.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Very dangerous. And we know better, but yet we don't do better. That's what's powerful. We know better, but we don't do better. Talk to me, Lightwalkers. Let's see him answer a few comments. Glad. Yeah, I'm glad to have you too, my brother, King Isaac Q, my Zulu brother.
Josh Lawton says, I'm going to need to sample you saying that for one of my records.
Hey, man, you can sample whatever you want to, good brother. Just call it, brother.
Hey, you be saying some things.
Hey, man, take it, bro, and put it on your record. You can use it. I ain't coming after you. I want you to put it on your records. I want you to remember what I say, write it down, and say it to somebody else. Each one teach one.
We all ain't able to lead, man.
Yeah.
We all can't lead, man. It's overstood.
Yeah.
Maury Maldonado, what up? Peace, brother.
And you know, and I even go, I like to speak to my Zulu family too out there. You know, I'm part of that Universal Zulu Nation, man. I'm part of that Almighty Zulu Nation. I've been part of that a long time. And I love the nation. But I'm going to tell y'all, some of y'all ain't right. Some of this ain't right, y'all. And we got to do better. We got to do better for our young folk, man. We're not putting no time and no energy in none of this. A lot of us false flagging with it. And I'm gonna expose some of it, you know, by keeping the light burning. I'm going to keep the information going. A lot of y'all don't like I do the information. You know, when you want to do that false information, that false culture, you know, call it hip-hop. That ain't no hip-hop, that's shit-hop. You know, let's say if we can't teach our people that fifth element, knowledge, culture, and understanding, and we ain't doing nothing. All that's irrelevant. Music is irrelevant if ain't no fifth element. Use that, bro. Use that on your song.
Yeah, man.
You see, because we're in this time. We're in a time where you're going to get on this side of the fence or that side of the fence. Ain't no in between. That make your nuts hurt.
Right now, it's really creepy.
You ever got caught in between the fence? You're a young person. You be jumping in fences. You ever got caught in between one?
When I was young, man.
One of them miss jumps and you hit that middle pole And God help you, got some of the little spiky things that go up on it like this.
Oh, yeah.
Got to do your job, there, boy.
Watch out now.
So we got to be clear about where we at and where we're going with this. We're watching the world. Make the world more pleasant around you. Start with your household. Start by blessing your household, not with just incense and smudge sticks. Bless it with the great spirit that you put in your house.
Yeah,
watch the music that you play in your house. Set the frequencies and the tones for your house, for your gates where you live at. You know, set the temple and the tone for your body by what you put in it. Set the temple and the tone for your mind by what you put in it. So that you be able to feed off this energy and pass it out to others in the day-to-day life. And don't stop being the person that you are because people want you to be something else. You know, people always get me as a guru. Oh, he's some kind of guru, but they want me to have a dot in my forehead and the beads on with the sandals with some ashy feet. Like my man Don Scalini say, my fingernails long with the ashy feet. You see what I'm saying? And speak like this. Ones and yes, and calm and tranquility. I don't talk like that, y'all. I got the voice of roaring rivers, and if I scare you, boo. Consider yourself scared, because those that know me know pure love, pure happiness, pure things come from the Lord. That's me. So walk in that kind of light. Train yourself to be a good person. Train yourself to have respect for yourself so that you can respect the elders. You can respect those that walk before you. You can shut your mouth. Many of us can't be quiet. We haven't learned the art of being quiet yet, meaning shut your mouth and your brain. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Somebody talking and you want to talk too. And then if you shut your mouth, you're talking in your head. So you ain't listening. We got to learn to shut our mouths and our brains. It's called the art of being quiet. Comprehending. Processing. So that you can have a full understanding of what ones and ones said to you. This is what makes the world go around properly. This can go around crooked like it is, but I want to live some kind of proper way. I want to live in a righteous way. What about you, Lightwalkers? What is that? Cash. Yeah, I always been a real one because it ain't easy being a real one, though. It ain't easy being real. It ain't easy, y'all. Ain't many friends, which I don't care about no friends, no way. Ain't many people around you when you're real. You don't get the fly chicks when you're real. You don't get that. No, they like phony stuff. Everybody wants the phony. Everybody wants the, what's the new word? Y'all gonna use the cap. Can I say that like that? You know, the new slang be changing all the time, so I have to ask, can I say that? Cap? They like the cap. They don't want the real stuff. So I only mess with those that are like me. And when you show me you're not like me, I don't have to do nothing but show up and be who I am, and you'll show it to me. People come and reveal it to you. They reveal it to you all the time. And when you see it, don't keep walking towards that. Move away from it. Because you're a light walker. We came up with the term light walker, meaning we walk in the light. And this is a true fact. We just had Green Party this weekend. And it rained like you needed a boat outside that morning. But guess what? We had a nice crowd in the rain, in the wind. We set it up so nice to where it was comfortable. And everybody had prosperity. All our vendors, they ate. They ate. It was so powerful to be out there in the elements. And we did it. Had a nice crowd for all y'all that showed up. It was a beautiful crowd in the rain. I told you rain or shine. Because we always got light, so it's always going to be bright around us.
it was a great display of community economics, man.
Yeah.
How we could do amongst us 30 people there. Everybody broke bread. Everybody walked out with a handful of cash. You know what I mean? To further on their own expeditions. You know what I mean? And then we all came together spiritually, man. And sound bath, all type of.
That sound bad, boy. I want to thank Sister Nancy, both of my Nancys, both of my ancient mystic Nancys. But Sister Nancy came with that sound bath on. She didn't play with it. I still want to know how she fed all the people in that tent. I look back, well, about 100 people came out that tent. I was wondering, I said, how did she get all that? You know, I scratched my head. How did she get all
out of there, man?
Me and the elder Josiel sat there and we watched the people unload out that tent. We was counting 1, 2, 3. I think we lost count for a minute.
Yeah, they kept coming, brother.
4, 5 people came out at one time. I thought I had lost count. That was beautiful.
And the music, man. Hey, don't forget, man. I was running the tables, man.
Oh yeah, Chris was the selector. And we Rastafari. You know, we laid it down, y'all. Man. We laid it down. We made sure the music was tight with spirituality. It was just a blessed day Saturday. If y'all missed the Green Party Social, don't miss the next one. It's indoors. And it's going to be bigger than what we had that time. But this was the diehard crowd. Now, we never could have pulled this if we didn't have the belief, or I hate to use that word, but I use it because so many people use it as a common word, belief. We didn't have the foundation of knowing who we were. We could have never pulled that. As a group, we could have never pulled that. That took us having faith in who we were. You see, to pull something like that. People called me that morning during the rain and said, hey, man, what we going to do? I said, get your boat and your oars and sailor cap, and let's go on out there. And when they showed up, I was just so proud to see all the people show up and pitch them tents. And we hoisted sails, and we was on a pirate ship or something. Like we were flying into the galaxy. But if we didn't have no faith, we couldn't have never did that.
Yeah, cornerstone, man.
It's cornerstone. Faith. I like to do the principles of Kwanzaa from Emoja to Imani faith. But instead of doing it from Emoja, from the first principle, Emoja, unity, I go from the bottom one, faith, and I go up the ladder to a unity. I practice everything, the Kuumba, the creativity, the Nia, the purpose. You see what I'm saying? I practice the Emoja, the Iojima, which is collective work and economics. I practice all of that till I get to unity. But my bottom first cornerstone is faith.
You know, they said the old, like an old proverb or something like that. It says that faith is having all the evidence to have all the evidence for something that you cannot see, man. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
Everything is coming in the mind, in the heart, man. You know, being able to formulate this vision of something that you want to set in stone and want to achieve. You know, and all the credence you need is the people around you. You know, the environment, the space you're gonna do it in. You know, everything else comes along with it.
And you have the will to do it.
And the will to do it, brother.
You go out there. I don't ask nobody that's with me to do anything that I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna lead the charge. If I'm the leader, I'm going to lead the charge. People want me to humble myself. I will never humble myself. That is one of the most messed up words we can use in our vocabulary, to humble yourself. Humble yourself means to be below you, to step down from who you are, to step down from your character. Usually, when I never tried to humble myself with people, they hit me in the head. They mess over me. Because they done took me out my spirit and my character, and I didn't drop down a step, and now they able to do what they want to me. So I'll never humble myself. What I'll have is compassion for you and patience for you. You see? And that's what we got to practice. But we got to tell the truth about things, too. We got to set the record straight with people a lot of times. In our families, at our workplaces, in our crafts, we got to set the record. If you know it's truth and light, speak that truth and light. Do not be afraid to hold your truth and light. because those in darkness gonna talk their truth, and we must never let their truth win, because it ain't the truth; it's a lie. Remember, I told you the lie has replaced the truth in the time we're in. Lightwalkers, talk to me.
Yeah, man. Brother Mari Maldonado said, Brother Cassius, I need to come through.
Who that?
Mari Maldonado.
Yeah, come through. Call me. Somebody else says,
Jody was asking when's the next Green Party?
The next Green Party coming in late November, December. We'll let you know. Hey, Jessica. Since out there, my sister Jessica. You know, I hope things work for you. I hope you gain light. I hope you gain strength. I hope you power yourself up, mind, body, and spirit, to conquer all things. Any weapons brought against you shall not make no noise, shall not do anything. Nothing can beat you when you know who you are. When you know your spirit, nothing can beat you. So I send that affirmation out to my sister Jessica and my brother Jody and Maury and
Most Definite.
Most Def talking about?
That's it. That's him. Maury Maldonado. He just
right,
make sure you know it was him.
Peace, Mo. I didn't know that was you. That's my man's there.
Yeah, man.
That's another one of my Zulu brothers. Yeah, peace, Mo. Yeah, power yourselves up, y'all. Power yourselves up. Take this affirmation of power. It is in me that the power lies, not outside of me. Say it to yourself. It is in me that the power lies, not outside of me. And once you know this, your mind, your body, and your spirit connect. And this is the kingdom of the Most High. Your eyes become open. Your light shines bright. And now you are able to see and navigate through the darkness. Y'all get it? That's why we light walkers. Share this message with other people. Share this with other people. Make sure you share this, because in troubled times, we are a community, meaning our common unity. What we have in common, and that's looking into the light, baby. What y'all think? We got time for a couple of more?
We got
Who else? Who is this?
William Ryle said, peace, guys, knowledge on this day, and knowledge build and destroy. One love.
Yes, my brother. He right.
Yeah, man.
Build and destroy. Yeah, peace, Will. All y'all that's into this power, share this. Remember, it comes from inside. Free your mind and your ass will follow. The kingdom of heaven is within.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to say that again. Free your mind and your ass will follow. The kingdom of heaven is within. And when you know this, not you believe in it, you know it, then you shall see the kingdom of heaven from within yourself. And you can teach others about this. I know what it is. I know what it is. I love who I am. I wouldn't want to trade me for nothing in the world. I wouldn't want to be nobody else. I don't care about your cars, your big mansion house, and all your businesses. I got all these businesses. I'm busy. And you ain't got a pot to piss in, but you busy. You got all these businesses. You ain't got nowhere. You scattered all over the place. You like a scatter gun. One of them shotgun shells that spray out everywhere. You all over. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about your richness. I don't care about your curvy waves and shape, your titties and your behind. I don't care nothing about that. I care about the inner soul of the person, the thoughts of the person, the actions that come from those thoughts. This is what builds foundations. This is what makes light walkers in troubled times. You see what's going on. Y'all want to follow them? You ever see that movie, The Poseidon Adventure?
No.
Yeah, I forgot you don't do too many.
Sometimes
I got to sit you down with a split and some popcorn. You know, you like the vegan popcorn with the vegan butter, right? I'll get you some of that. Grass-fed butter. That's the kind of butter you like, right? I got to talk like that. They had a movie, Poseidon Adventure. On the Poseidon Adventure, when the ship turned upside down, There was a young priest and an old priest. And the old priest was leading the group. And the young priest was leading the group. They met up in the hallway. The ship was upside down. The young priest said, we got to climb to the top of this because the ship is upside down. And the thinnest part of the ship is in the hull of the ship upside down. Old priest said, no, we got to go down and wait for them people. And the younger priest and the crowd said, no, y'all can't do that. That's underwater. He said, no, we're going to wait. Other one said, well, we're going up to the top. And you know what happened? The young priest got up to the top. They made it. You know what I'm saying? And got out the ship. The other ones drowned. You see, I use that concept because we don't listen sometimes. You know, we don't want spiritual leadership. Man, ain't no leader. I'm the leader. Don't nobody lead me. That's why you don't go nowhere. Because don't nobody lead you. Because you don't go nowhere. You think you the leader. And you can't lead your own family. You can't lead your own self. Nothing follows you but a funky smell from your funky spirit. And this we got to get out of, people. We have to get away from this. We see the world topsy-turving, and it's upside down, just like that ship. And you can go down there with them other people in them old beliefs and drown like they did spiritually. Or you can climb to the top, to the light, and see that for what it is. That's what it is, y'all. I can't say it no better. I know my words be different. I know some of y'all looking for me to do something different, a magic trick or rap on the mic or something. I ain't even do none of that. I'm going to give you this word sound and the power. You take it and use it. You take it and use it. That's why you're a light walker. Got time for a couple more comments before we get out of here? What we got?
We pretty much got all the comments.
What we got up here?
You know? So said,
we need to send some shots out to around this camp. A shout out to Isaac Q.
Most definitely. William Rouse, it says Surf at the end. You know somebody named Surf?
Yeah, I know Surf. Yeah.
That's who that is then, man. William Rouse. That was brother said keep building.
That's Surf.
Build and destroy, yeah, man.
And my graffiti brother Surf. Why not Surf? My Chicago famous graffiti writers. My man Surf, yeah.
Respect, man. Respect.
Yeah, I know Surf. Some of y'all got them real names. I don't be knowing them real names. You know, I call you when I know you on the streets, but you know, you said some Williams. I'm like, oh, okay, I know about 15 Williams. Yeah, when you say Surf, I know Surf. Peace to you, God. Yeah, who else we got? Who else we need to send a shout out to?
Jessica say one last time, y'all wake me up every week building knowledge, man. Appreciate y'all so
Thank you, Jessica. And I hope our words and our aspirations and inspiration will empower you in the light. Who else we need to send shouts out to? We ain't send a shout out to.
There's a couple ones on there from the Ancient Mystic page. Eloise was on there. Eloise is still around. Peace.
Hey, Eloise. Peace to the queen.
The rest of them, they probably on the Ancient Mystic page because they're just popping up at the Facebook.
Okay.
So, yeah, we can't see, man. Peace and one love.
Y'all excuse us. We're on a different mic system tonight. For some reason, we having Mercury retrograde in the studio. But we're going to fix all that for next week. We are coming into Scorpio season. This is my season. I have an Earth Right coming up. I'm going to be celebrating. I'm going to tell y'all about that because I'm going to do something special for my Earth Right this year. So all y'all that want to gather with me for that 5'9", I'll be that big 5'9" this year. Big 5'9". You see, I got that 5, that's this element. And that 9, that's that rebirth. Oh, did I just say that? Did I say that?
It's going to be a heavy one, man.
That's going to be a deep one. So y'all stay tuned. Cassius B going to have an Earth Right celebration. And I'm also Sweat Lodge coming up. I saw Gerald L. on here. I got Lodge coming up this week. Sweat Lodge, the fire church is now open. So y'all stay tuned for that too. We're going to be showing you some of the fire church coming up this week.
When we sweat?
Man, I want to get down this Sunday.
Sunday again?
I want to get down this Sunday. We weren't able to do it last Sunday. The weather had got me. We were not in the elements with the Green Party. I needed some some hot tea, some pawpaw tea. That pawpaw tea was good.
Nice.
And y'all look, also, all my light walkers, stack up on your herbs, on your elderberry. If you don't have it, DM me. Stack up on your yellow dock, your blood purifiers. I got all the herbs I've been harvesting for the last couple of weeks. So stack up, like I said, pay attention to the weather. We show the sun and the weather like that for a reason. We're not just doing this. We're showing you this for a reason. So I want y'all to stack up on your herbs. If you don't have herbs, DM us. Call me if you got my number. Message me. I don't mind. I answer calls all the time. You know what I'm saying? Get you some herbs, get you some herbal syrups. We got teas, we got elixirs. I got a ton of elderberry syrup that I done made. So and I'm giving it to you at a low price. I'm not gonna charge you no super prices like in the store, because the Creator gave me the power to know the knowledge and go get the berries, and it gave me plenty of them. So I got elderberry, and this is served for your young people in your house and yourself. You don't need but a tablespoon of it maybe once a week, and this bring your immune system up to par. Our immune system's gonna have to be up to par so that we can be ready for this warfare, with this chemical warfare, along with the spiritual warfare. Got my man Bobby Gage on there. What up, Bobby? Rastafari.
Yeah,
how you doing, brethren? That's a long time friend.
Long
time friend. I've been knowing him since we was Boy Scouts. We go back to Boy Scouts. Wow, True 36. Why you think I know how to camp and stuff so good?
You and Bobby was doing
that?
Oh,
man, Bobby put it in. Boy, True 236. That's my man there. What up, Bobby? You see what I'm saying? I'm sending shots out to everybody tonight.
Jody said, need that mullet, man.
You need that mullet? Call me, Jody. I got a ton of mullet too. I definitely got mullet for your lungs.
There's still some out there too.
Yeah, I got a lot of it. Oh yeah, I'm picking. Watch this, Jody. I'm picking what they call new mullet, which is the new plants that's coming. They grow now. They start growing in the fall, and they had these. Man, you ever seen how the new mullet look? It's got the silver hairs on it. It's some powerful stuff. I'm making an elixir called a mucus buster. And it deals with erasing the mucus out the body. So Jody, get up with me, and I got mullet to smoke too, and I also got herbal smokes. And check out my store. If you're down here in Indiana, check out my store, Harvest Therapies. Go down there and see Harvest Therapies. All our products is in Harvest Therapies, and you love that's my part. That's the Harveys. Make sure you check the Harveys out. Make sure they down in the flea market on Cleveland Street down here. We also have a center that we opened on 5th down here, which is a full center. We add things to it like sound therapy, there's massage therapy there. We have a store inside of there. We're going to have a greeting party there coming up too. So stay tuned for the green parties. They bust your head, because we do green parties. We do everything. And we specialize in organics and holistic entrepreneurship. Is that a good way to say that? I gotta ask you all that. Is that a good way to say that? Okay, you my partner, so I gotta ask you. Hey, y'all shout out for Chris Lyon. Chris Lyon been holding it down with me. Ain't many, like I said, if you can get past the sound of my voice, the roaring river, hear it. Then you know how to love a brother. You know how to be with a brother. You see what I'm saying? Anymore, we need to send a shout out to.
That's it, man. Everybody's saying they need that mullet and that mucus busting.
That mucus buster sound good, don't it? That mucus buster. Get that mucus out your lungs, out your bones. You see, so also, I got pawpaw leaves.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if y'all got any people out there suffering from any cancers, blood disorders, I do have pawpaw leaves. And for my diabetics, I have mulberry leaves straight from the mulberry trees. Dried and ready for you. DM me. I got those medicines. I specialize in that. Ancient Mystics, all natural products. This is what produces Lightwalkers. If you have a chance, go to our Cash App. Put something in the Cash App for us, all right? Put a little donation in there. We don't care what it is, $1, $2, $3. It don't matter. Whatever you got to give, if you like what we doing, all right? To keep it going. See, how much time we got there, bro?
Man, that's about it. We got about another minute.
About
another minute.
Like I said, y'all, free your mind, and your ass will follow. The kingdom of heaven is within. I'm going to say this again. Free your mind, and your ass will follow. The kingdom of heaven is within. Bring it out of you and teach others how to know heaven within. It's Lord Cassius D.
Yeah, man, your brother Chris Lyon.
And it's been Lightwalkers Wednesday nights. I talk to y'all soon. Yeah.